You gotta be kidding me. Pretty decent battery. I wouldn't say it's the fastest. Well, good morning. Welcome to the farm. I'm Joe the Farmer, and in today's video, we're going to talk about something that's actually very exciting. I made a gripe in one of our prior videos about how really all we deal with out here on the farm is batteries and tires. Batteries and tires. That's our world out here on the farm. Batteries and tires. If you ever own a rural property, you own a big piece of land, you're gonna deal with batteries and you're gonna deal with tires. Get good at both of them. We had my old F350 truck out here and we couldn't get it started. We tried jumping it with my neighbor Guido's Dodge. Ended up having to get my big diesel truck, my Duramax, to jump the thing. I was actually in North Carolina with a buddy of mine, Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer, and I saw that he had this thing called a GOOLOO, and it was a jump pack, and he jumped his Raptor with it. In another video I saw that he jumped his tractor with it, the big 110 horsepower tractor. If it could jump those things, then it'll probably really be helpful here on the farm. So when they reached out to me, I absolutely took the opportunity to say yes, and they actually sent us one other thing they think will help us, and I'll show you that later on in the video. Right now, we're gonna see if the big tractor starts, and listen, like, it's not a knock on the tractor. This thing sits a lot. The truth is, a tractor this size, you just don't use them as much as you would a little Kubota or a little Coyote or a little John Deere 1025R. You just don't use them as much because they work so much faster. 6 feet cuts wider than 4 feet, and 15 feet cuts wider than 6 feet. So let's get in here. We're gonna talk about GOOLOO. I'm gonna show you the box that came and what's in it very quickly, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the thing to work because we got things to do today. All right, we're not gonna spend a ton of time on this. I've got all kinds of stuff on here. Man, this is an old trailer controller that went in my old Silverado. The new one has one of these built in, so if anybody needs one of these things, you gotta DM me, let me know. But this is the GOOLOO. It's a GT4000. I have opened this and all I did was charge it. That's it. I charged it, made sure it was 100%. Anything like this, I mean, I'm smart enough to understand everything needs to be at 100% before you use it. Peak current 4,000 amps. I have no idea what that means. You know, I'm not an electrician, just being real with you, but it'll jump a 12.0 liter gas engine, basically any gas engine, or up to a 10.0 liter diesel engine capacity. Now my 2500 Duramax is a 6.6 liter, and the F350 I have is a 6.0 liter, which go ahead and leave your comments down below about why I would ever buy a 6.0 liter. Watch the video, you'll know why. If this thing will jump up to a 10 liter, that's like, we're talking school bus size, I would bet. So, all right, so here's the power unit. This thing is like pretty well built. It's heavy. It's probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. What I've read about this briefly is that this will actually warm itself up, which is really cool because you guys know batteries don't really do well in cold. One thing that I really do like about this though is that all the instructions on it are on the back. So anything that you need to know about how to set this thing up, there's all the technical data if you wanted to pause the screen and look at that. User manual, you can go through here and read this if you'd like to. Nice big readout for any of us that are struggling with eyesight. It has this little case for it, which I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed it didn't come with like an actual case, whether it be plastic or some kind of like, you know what I'm talking about, like this clamshell zipper case things. I think that they could probably step that up a little bit, especially for 200 bucks. Like, this is not cheap. I know you can get them on sale. There may be a sale going right now. 200 bucks. It should have a pretty decent case. The box is all right if you're going to keep it in a garage. It says not to keep it in your vehicle. I think a lot of us probably will. It's probably just for temperature stuff. So if it gets like nuclear hot outside, you may want to bring it inside. It also in the instructions says to charge it every 3 months. Here are the cables that come with it, and they're actually pretty nice cables. They feel beefy, they feel like they're gonna last a long time. This is actually pretty cool. If you plug this into the car to charge the GOOLOO, it has a little USB thing in there if you want to still be able to charge your phone. So if you have a car that doesn't have all the inputs and stuff on it, you're not losing a way to charge your phone or charge any other things that you have in the car with you. The GOOLOO will actually do that. Lots of cables, lots of things coming here. Again, the only letdown I would say about this whole thing is it should come with a better case. Like, this thing's, it's okay. I mean, all the accessories will fit in there and you can kind of put it in a barn or a garage, but you know, I'd like to see something a little bit more permanent. Let's go see if we start the tractor, and if it doesn't start, we're gonna pop the GOOLOO on there. Okay. Hopefully we don't need this. Actually, hopefully we do. I don't know. Oh, battery sounded pretty strong. Not gonna be the tractor today. I promise you. The last 2 times I came out here to start this thing, it wouldn't start. I had to get a jump pack. It's actually sitting right over there. Well, it's not a jump pack, it's that little die hard thing that I had to charge a battery for a little while. All right, to the F350. Maybe that won't let us down, or it will let us down. I don't know. But let's go take a look at that one. I'll tell you, that's hilarious. I knew the second this GOOLOO thing had arrived that everything would just start and work perfectly fine. Maybe that's it. I mean, just go buy one and you'll never have to jump the vehicle again. This is our precious 2005 Ford F350 6.0 liter diesel. Now, I bought this truck for $1,500, and we don't use it a ton. It sits a lot. And I actually think that this is kind of an unfair comparison for the GOOLOO. This is why. I think that the injectors are suffering from some stiction. It's early in the morning, so it's hard to say that. I think the injectors are suffering from some stiction, which is where the injectors kind of struggle really injecting. But we're going to see if she's dead. And if she is, this will be our culprit. And if she's not dead, well, I have another option. Let the glow plugs go. I haven't started this in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. You gotta be kidding me. Even a 6.0 liter, I'll tell you what right now, you need to buy GOOLOO. It's not that it works as a jump pack, it's that it just really does a great job with just having great, I don't know, juju, whatever it is. Okay, well, the 2 biggest culprits on the farm just started like they were brand new, like just off the showroom floor. So the third one is not nearly as impressive, but I think if nothing else, it will show diversity because it's a lot smaller than this machine. This is a big truck. This is, you know, again, it's a 6.0 liter big old diesel truck. You know, this is, oh. Not today, Satan. Anyhow, it's a big truck. This thing it takes a lot of cold cranking amps to get it going, but that doesn't help us with the GOOLOO. So let's keep looking. These, we don't get things here in the farm we're just going to use once and throw away. This is going to get used a lot because I'm telling you, I deal with this a lot. This is the second thing they sent. GOOLOO 160 PSI air inflator. So this is compact. All right, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. This is an air compressor. You plug this hose just right into there, and this is something you could take with you if you ride bikes, if you have four-wheelers like we do, side-by-sides, even a car. I don't think that this will pump up the tires in the tractor or in any of these diesel trucks because they take such a higher PSI. My Silverado takes, I think it's 70, anywhere from 65 to 70 PSI. I don't know that this will do it. I will absolutely keep you all posted if it does. So funny story, on the way back from Josh's farm in North Carolina, I blew out a tire on my new truck. So I'm on the side of the road, it was during the day, and you know, tires blown out, there's 18-wheelers going 75, 80 miles an hour right by me. Something like that has that strobe light is super important, you all. Please take this advice. I called the Tennessee Highway Patrol and asked them to have a patrol car 30 yards behind me with their lights on. It could have saved my life. Those lights are, I mean, there's a reason why they're on there, because everybody can see them. Those lights can save your life. Well, the old F350 is purring like a kitten, so won't be using this today. All right, on to the next victim. Okay, so here's a culprit. This is my 20-year-old Kawasaki Prairie 650. This is a fantastic side-by-side. This is a fantastic ATV, four-wheeler, whatever you want to call them. But this is a beast of a machine for 20 years old. However, the battery's dead. So what I'm going to need to do is get to this battery by releasing this tank, because I can use this really as my, kind of joke around and call it my ultimate spray machine. Spray food plots with this and everything else. But as I'm switching this on, I mean, there's nothing. So we're going to go ahead and get the GOOLOO on here, jump it, see how the GOOLOO works. This is our battery situation. X-rated, which this is a family channel, so we're not going to talk a whole lot about that. Let's get this GOOLOO set up and see how much cranking time it takes. You know, I was shocked that the F350 started up, and I was actually shocked that the tractor started right up because it had been giving me some kind of fits, I guess you'd say. You know, that F350 is dealing with some issues from old age. I guess a lot like this four-wheeler is. All right, so the GOOLOO says ready. And if I go to the run position, turn the key on, nothing's happening. So again, I haven't done this before. Well, that turns, hit boost. Okay, now we got power. I'll tell you what, that sucker is strong. Wow. That was impressive. Well, I went ahead and turned that off so I can close this video out. I'm gonna start it back up, and if I need the GOOLOO, I'll use it to start it back up. I'm gonna let that thing charge the battery up because it hasn't been running a long time. Usually, again, that's a spraying thing at this point. Its life is probably, you know, really towards the end as far as the machine goes, but we've taken good care of it. We've changed the oil. When it runs and gets warmed up, it's fantastic, but it's a typical carbureted machine. If you don't run them a lot, you deal with the batteries, you deal with the tires, and with the carburetor, you deal with the carburetor. Appreciate y'all watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, leave a comment down below, let us know what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Joe the Farmer, we out.